How's it going, everybody? Today I want to show you the best locations and spawns for you to go to hunt shiny bug-type Pokemon in the Teal Mask DLC. Now to do this, we'll be needing to make sandwiches, which means you're gonna need to get yourself the ingredients. This will be necessary to, of course, increase our odds, but also to make these locations viable. So I'm gonna be showing you which sandwich you need to make for each Pokemon one by one, so feel free to just skip through the video to find what you need. Now if you're looking for Yanma, then head over to the bus stop. This is where you start your journey in Cutiefly, and what you need to do right here is to make a flying type sandwich, and this will make sure that only Yanma is the one spawning, as there are a mixed bag of Pokemon which can actually show up here. So you want to make sure you have the flying sandwich, since Yanma does have that as its secondary typing. And just don't make a bug type sandwich, you'll see a bunch of other stuff. Now to make it, you do the standard recipe on screen right here. You guys know how it works. If you've done shiny hunting before, you should know the recipe. It's basically a tomato, onion, green pepper, hamburger, and then since we're going to be going for flying type, you gotta do 2 prosciutto or prosciuttos, and then of course we can add in really any herba mystica. You can just mix any two, so you can just go for spicy, salty, bitter, sour, sweet, whatever you want. Now once you've actually done this, you will notice that a ton of Yanma will start spawning, but they'll be all around the bus stop, which is great. And I should also point out that they only really spawn during daytime, so if you're there at nighttime, you may not be able to see them, so just wait a bit until the game turns to daytime, and you'll be able to get your hands on them. And Yanma shiny is really cool. I think it's definitely worth going for. I mean, it's literally a blue dragonfly. It just looks epic, so definitely worthwhile adding to your squad. Next, we're gonna head to the Cutiefly bus stop again, or if you're already here, just stay here, and we're gonna get ourselves a massive supply of easy shiny Pokemon here. One of these is going to be Spinarak. Now, Spinaraks are all around the region, but if you're at the bus stop, you can get tons of them in one location. Now, what do you actually need to do? Well, you need to make a poison sandwich at the bus stop. Now, to make a poison sandwich, you do the regular recipe, tomato, onion, green pepper, hamburger, and then we instead make sure we add 2 extra green peppers, so green bell peppers. You just add those 2 extra bell peppers, and now you're going to see a ton of Spinaraks all around you. They're going to be running around. You're going to be able to get yourself just easy shinies, but keep in mind, it needs to be the poison sandwich, because that's going to make sure that only Spinaraks spawn, and there's a ton of them, because there are other bug-type Pokemon here. You don't want to make the bug sandwich. And I should also point out, its shiny is a beautiful bluish, purplish design, which is easy to spot, so if you're looking for it, this is what it looks like. You shouldn't struggle too much. If you're looking for a Sewaddle to add to your team, then you also got to head again to the bus stop, and I know we're going to be doing a lot of hunting here at the bus stop for, I guess, all the bug-type Pokemon, but that's because most of them spawn here. So, what do you need? Well, you need a grass-type sandwich, because this is the only grass type that spawns here, so all you need to do is add 2 extra lettuce. So, the regular recipe, tomato, onion, green pepper, hamburger, and then we gotta add the extra lettuce. This will make sure that only grass-type Pokemon are spawning, and once you've done this, you'll see a ton of them all around you, and its shiny color does actually look very similar to the regular one, so it's gonna be a bit harder to spot it. It just looks slightly darker than regular Sewaddle's colors, but this is pretty much what it looks like in case you do not know, and in case you're looking for it, this is all you need. Another one of the Pokemon that you can find at the bus stop in Cutiefly has got to be Cutiefly. Now, to find it, all we really need to do is to make a fairy-type sandwich. That is the secondary typing of the Pokemon, so all you gotta do for this is actually just add 2 extra tomatoes, right? So normally, you would be adding just 2 extra ingredients at the end anyways, but this time we're gonna be adding 2 extra tomatoes, right? So tomato, onion, green pepper, hamburger, and then 2 extra tomatoes, and then of course a bitter or spicy, salty, sour, sweet. Doesn't really matter, you just need 2 herba mystica. Once you've got that, ladies and gentlemen, you'll have all of these bonuses, and that means we can now go and find ourselves a Cutiefly to add to our squad. And I should also point out that its shiny is a cute-ish looking pink color, so if you're looking for a cute little Cutiefly to add to your team, it's going to be pink colored when you find it. And if you're not seeing enough Cutiefly spawns here, don't worry, you can actually find even more Cutiefly spawns next to the Wisteria Pond. If you go up in this area, you can actually find even more spawns here in case you're looking for it. So if you're looking for Volbeat and Illumise, we're going to put them both together in here. I'm going to point out that they are kind of somewhat exclusive to the games. They're not actual exclusive, but they will spawn more in the vice versa game. So just keep that in mind. But if you're looking for Volbeat and Illumise, you can find them also at the bus stop. Now, you can mostly find Volbeats if you're playing Violet, and mostly Illumise if you're playing Scarlet, I think. So it's going to be a little bit messy, but it doesn't really matter. If you're looking for Volbeat, there's a ton of them spawning at the bus stop location, specifically in this little outgrow in the bottom right here. If you go to this exact location, you'll find tons of them. Now, the sandwich you gotta make is the standard bug type sandwich. So just add a bunch of cherry tomatoes and you'll have the perfect sandwich needed to get a bunch of bug type spawns. Now, keep in mind, you want to be in this exact location because a bunch of Volbeat will spawn here. It'll be easier to spot them. If you're looking for Illumise, you might have to go up to this mountain right above Timeless Woods, where you can find a few more of them spawning. But again, you're going to mostly find them here, both Volbeat and Illumise. And as for their shinies, well, if you look at them right here, Volbeat shiny does look a little bit more pinkish and bluish, which looks awesome. And if you're looking for Illumise, its shiny is basically golden and pink colored. So both of them look really awesome in shiny form, but you can pretty much find them always next to each other, and they're always kind of together wherever you look for them on the map. But this is one of the best locations for Volbeat especially, and Illumise does also spawn, so you have a chance of finding that too. But like I said, bug sandwich, and you're going to find these awesome shinies. Grubbin is the next hunt. Now, for this one, you can actually go for Grubbin or its evolution Charjabug, which is actually easier to hunt. But if you're looking for them, there's actually loads of locations to go for them. Now, if you're looking for Grubbin specifically, I would recommend going to the Timeless Woods in this location right here. It actually has loads of Spinarak spawns as well, and some Ariados, and a few Charjabug, but there's not going to be other Pokemon like Volbeat or any other bug types that should come in your way. So you're mostly going to be seeing those four. It's going to be Grubbin, Spinarak, Charjabug, and of course Ariados, but you're gonna mostly see Grubbins. Now, what do you need to do for this one? Well, you just gotta make a bug sandwich, tomato, onion, green pepper, hamburger, and again, the double cherry tomatoes. And then of course, the bitter, spicy, salty, sour, or sweet Herba Mystica. You can pick whatever, to be honest. It doesn't really necessarily matter that much what you go for, but because you're still gonna see the Pokemon you're looking for. However, though, once you do find it, it is going to look pretty cool. Its shiny colors are more red in design. It looks more reddish, which is pretty awesome, so it does stand out relatively well, even though it is a small Pokemon. But this is definitely the best place to look for it. You can also go up the hill here. On the hill, you can find even more of these guys and more of these Grubbins. There'll be a bunch of them there too, but then you're going to mix in a few other Pokemon, like you're going to see a lot of Volbeats and Illumise as well, which you may not be looking for, so it might be a bit more difficult. I'd stay down in the Timeless Woods, where you're going to get way more of these spawns. Charjabug is the last one you can look for when it comes to the bug types, if you're looking for only the new Pokemon that are going to be shiny. For this one, we're going to be making ourselves, again, the same sandwich we've done before. It's the bug type one, so just the double cherry tomatoes being switched in, and all you gotta do now is go to the Whistling Pond. Now, what is interesting about this place is specifically the fact that once you're here, you're only really gonna find two kinds of Pokemon here, Charjabug and Cutiefly. So this is the perfect location to go to if you're just looking for Charjabug. Now, you shouldn't make the electric type sandwich, especially if you're playing Violet version. If you're playing Scarlet, it's a bit easier, but you should really not be making the electric type sandwich. The reason you shouldn't do this, just as an FYI, is because it's just gonna make a bit of a trouble, because you're gonna see a lot of more Peckos and Pikachu spawning. So I'd recommend not doing that and instead just going for this instead. Now, you will also notice that a lot of Cutieflies here, so you of course could hunt those if you want to as well. And there's a few Grubbins, but you're gonna be seeing a lot more Charjabugs than anywhere else. If you go to the forest, it's gonna be a bit more jam-packed, and since its shiny is red, it should be easy to spot in the green grass. It's way easier to see it like this. It's very visible, so in case you don't see it, well, it's gonna be very clear to you where it is. So yeah, it's just the perfect location to hunt for it. And like I said, it's a red shiny, so it looks a little bit like a fire truck, which, hey, personally, I think that's pretty cool. But ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much summarizes this list. If there's any Pokemon I missed, please let me know in the comment section down below. I only tried to include the brand new or returning Pokemon, and not ones that are in regular Scarlet and Violet. And whatever type you want next, let me know in the comment section down below. We'll do another typing again for another video.